How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more historic Brawl. Today we're checking out Astor, Bearer of Blades. I had originally intended to check out Silkanar today, but it just turned out when I built Silkanar, it just turned out to be a bolus deck. Like, there's definitely a way to build Silkanar that's not a bolus deck. I'm just too preferential to bolus to creatures, so I only have one creature in hand. We can only get Owl. The rest are non-creatures, right? We'll tap that. Yeah, I should have waited till their turn, right? Because it does have flash. So it's Joda and Gigantha. So they may play that, but they don't have mana, so they won't be. We're going to go with the Tyrite Sword. That'll get us Halvar, which is a little more double strike options, and if we don't draw land, we'll also be able to cast Astor. I hope we draw land, because if we draw a land, we can cast Astor and equip, or crew, or whatever we need to, right? So Astor is one of those funny commanders that kind of supports two archetypes, right? He supports vehicles and equipment. And it's generally, equipment is an archetype that its best commanders have a support for other archetypes as well. Like the absolute best I don't want to say the absolute best, but pretty much the best. Do I want to wait? Because Joda comes down next turn and we can snipe him. With the limousine. Yeah, one of the absolute best commanders for our equipment is Sram, Senior Artificer. And the reason is he's just really strong. Drawing a card every time you cast equipment is really, really powerful. I'm going to crew and then block Glannery. I was kind of expecting Joda to come down. We are going to get Halvar. We could actually get any equipment, couldn't we? Do we just get home with a host? Yeah, probably. I didn't realize. This is kind of bonkers, right? If one commander is good, two commanders is better. And we get an attack. So they have to play Joda, right? They can't wait around too much longer. I think I'm going to cash in for the Reckoner. Having the Reckoner on board means that next turn we can scrap welder and just crew it, right? If enlist with light crew, where you could do it with a creature without haste, you would be a lot better for mechanic. Oh no, we're gonna get hit for 10? And the good thing about having an extra store around is like, just block with it, right? I kind of need lifelink. Do I just remove something? I can't attack with that yet. The nice thing about vehicles with removal is that if they do attack in, they have to try to remove our token first. And if they try to remove our token, we can just cripple a vehicle. If we had our 2 tokens, we'd be a little... Well, the Joda's not going to stick around, right? Do you have a... yeah, they have like Mox Opal, right? It's the only 0 mana. Well, they should have Mox Opal. I can see why they wouldn't. Whoa! Resolve all. That is neat. Why was I not informed of this? We're gonna crew up our Bankbuster. Have it block that 92-92. That feels like it's probably necessary. So I am feeling a little... threatened, right? Let's return Joda. Am I just dead? I thought that this would let me, We didn't exile anything with this. Alright, I'm not sure that worked as intended. When Mysterious Limousine enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to one target creature until Limousine leaves the battlefield. The creature is put to exile this way, return each other card exiled with. So we didn't exile anything, because there'd be something exiled under it. That's weird. I'm not sure I understand that interaction. I hope there's more to it and it's not just bugged, because that is a standard playable card. And if... well, I guess standard is not really the premier format anymore, right? Like, standard used to be Wizard of the Coast premier format for the card game, but it doesn't get as much support these days as it used to, right? Because this one we can Astor on 5, Helm of the Host on 4. That's really powerful, actually. I did not realize that was as cuckoo as it seemed. So we have to play White Land next turn. So we're up against Cynic Merfolk. So I'm gonna get Helm of the Host again. It's not as flat. Like, there's probably a more reason to just grab an Embercleave, right? Because Embercleave is also a turn 5 play that just auto-equips and lets you swing in for 8 damage. I don't have any 3-drops. You can play the equipment side of him. Sword of Body and Mind is actually pretty dope against the Simic decks, right? Because you get protection from blue and green. Yeah, that's not going to be a counter spell, is it? So we'll make a wolf, mill 10. They were looking for the counter on Astor, but we didn't draw a 5th land, so there's not really a lot of point in playing Astor into not being able to use them, right? Like, he definitely does draw a card, but it's not going to get us a land. It's going to get us an equipment or a vehicle, which are good things, no doubt, but not the kind of good things we want at the moment. And yeah, I'll block there. I'm gonna move the sword over to Astor. He's a better blocker anyways. Plus forward champion comes with first strike, so I feel like we have more control over this match. Like, in theory this shouldn't be working as well as it is, but let's eat the counterspell. We did not eat the counterspell. That's crazy. Why wouldn't we have eaten the counterspell? Maybe there was some weird interaction with the other vehicle we have. Or maybe I double clicked it somehow. It's possible I didn't. Yeah, maybe it was just the triggers. I'm hoping it's just the triggers. It occurred to me. We're in bad shape. Back when Jade Guardian was in Standard, I attempted to build a Boggle deck around it. It didn't work, but I did attempt it. Because, I don't know, we were in a very toxic Standard period. I don't think it was in our worst, but I think it was around the Nexus of Fate era of Standard. And in that environment, you were just trying to figure out the cheapest, hardest, fastest way to win, right? That's why Mono Red and Boros decks were popular then too, because you either killed the Nexus player before they went off on you, which generally didn't happen anyways, but you could hope it happened that way, right? Because it's generally like the Turbo Fog variant that you run into too. Talking about this period, I don't remember it very well. I was studying, there was a lot going on. So my Standard record at the time was not very great. We drew a third land, which is something that needed to happen. Danitha. Cost one less to cast. Okay. Good to know, Danitha. I knew she had an artifact ability because she's one of the other artifact commander options. Like, she's not premier by any stretch of the imagination, but she was pretty decent. Like back in the early days of Brawl. Got the dog sleeve going on. I can appreciate the dog sleeve. I unlocked a couple of new sleeves from the season pass. I'll probably be switching up my default soon. Because we went with our original default with the Wanderer, and then we moved into this one by accident. And I just never bothered to change it. And I think we're probably going to go with braids for the default sleeve for upcoming games. I've also worked on the recording quality a bit, so at least from the test snippets I uploaded to YouTube, it was able to achieve 1080p, so I'm hoping that the quality of this video is around there. Like, before we were doing 720p, and that wasn't bad. But I was using all kind of funky encoding settings, and that wasn't an attempt to get 180p, and it was also an attempt to, because that was the last time I really messed with my settings in depth with ouch. What do I do here? Did I just, sort it up? I guess. Like, we're on Danitha's back at the moment until we draw fourth land. And then we're still kind of on our back, right? Our lifelink and first strike have to get us through. Because if they don't, we're just dead in the water. It looks like I really do need to start building with more companions. Because they seem powerful in most of the Brawl decks I run into. Like, we saw it in 2 matches this game. It is a part of the meta that's evolving, right? Oi. Fortunately, it says dies, not exiles. Wow. They are all about it today. I wish you were a treasure. I mean, it'd be a very worse card if it were a treasure, but... He got me Astor. Horn of Valhalla is one of those cards that I think definitely needs to see more play in Historic Brawl. The reason it's not very... It's this set symbol right here. Because it was an arena-only set that didn't go through standard, and with only an alchemy, that a lot of the cards from Baldur's Gate Remastered never saw the light of day, right? Yeah, we might as well equip this one too. So we have Vigilance and Trample, but I don't really want to die to a Death Touch swing. Though I guess with the right in the graveyard with flashback, it kind of doesn't matter what I want, right? Just gotta hope that they're doing Loris things instead of hurting me. So I'm going to land to play my commander again. You've seen Astor Helm of the Host every game. We should probably just go with Double Strike. I mean, we got Lizard Blades now, so. Scrap Roller can get something back when we lose it. And then hopefully Horn of Valhalla can stabilize us. You never know, right? Like, we're down, but we're definitely not out. We're gonna search for an equipment. Lizard Blade is probably what they want to kill. Like, if I was in their shoes, I'd be focusing on how your opponent could get back in the game. And I think the best way we get back in the game at the moment is Lifelink, which we have through Shadow Sphere. Do they just have another removal spell? Weird choice, but okay. Do I want Necrocyst? Metal Cyst? It's going to cost 5 to equip. That's all of our mana. We do actually have 6, but we're going to need at least 2. I think I take that. So we have a 6/6 lifelinker and a 1/1 double striker. Next turn we can combine them together and get a swing for 12. What do you have in your graveyard? Are you gonna get back on Meyer Triton? Dude, that's dope. So one of the reasons why, what's it called? The 6 mana red equipment that found its way into a command zone. Not in command zone. Standard all those years ago. Did I just make a bunch of dwarfs? If I make dwarfs, I can't do anything else. But dwarfs will keep me alive. Attention equipment you can throw. Yeah. Decline. Wow. And we're pass. We got dwarfs. Nobody can say we don't have dwarfs. They have a big board, though. So I don't know, I'm in a weird spot where... Well, that's just probably game. I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm in a weird spot where I'm just gonna lose, aren't I? So we gotta trade out our dwarfs if we want to stay alive. Maybe with 12 life a turn, we can survive. Maybe not. No, we're gonna figure it out next turn. Oops, I can block. Yeah, I'm not gonna block. How much do I need for this? So I have to remember that this has to happen. Then this has to happen. So we're gonna do 26 damage and gain 26 life. That has trample, my boy. This is not the Vorso, the Voltron win we're trying for. Despite all of our efforts, Phyrexian Germ is not our commander. How do you have another one of those? Didn't you have to discard that? Yeah, resolve all. I don't think they have enough life to kill us. Like, we're gonna get 2 dwarfs to block with. Or maybe we get 1 dwarf to block with. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They really should keep Giant Sailor back, right? Giant Killer, because then they could just keep down my one blocker. That one. Swing. Gonna gain 36 this turn. Still has trample. 1 pout. Toughness is not enough to change that. But let's get these guys dead. I'm okay losing 4 because you're dead. Wow. Honestly, this is one of my most hated cards in Standard. It's just a little too good to leave out of the equipment / vehicle deck, because it counts vehicles and equipments, which is really good for us. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time around. Bye for now.